Hey, welcome back to BuzzReels. Okay, so we've all been watching the news drop for the Fantastic Four, First Steps, right?
Absolutely. It's been picking up steam.
And something in the latest trailer really jumped out at me.
Oh, yeah. What was it? I mean, we're finally getting some real clues about the plot.
Totally. And it feels like they're aiming big. I mean, Galactus, that's huge.
Huge. Confirmed. Setting a massive scale right from the get-go.
Exactly. But it wasn't just Galactus himself. It was how they seem to be setting up Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards.
Okay. Go ahead.
It really feels like he's about to face a certain kind of problem, something that took Iron Man several movies to really wrestle with.
Ah, okay. I think
Yeah.
I see where you're going. That's
Okay.
that's a sharp observation. Let's unpack that a bit.
Yeah.
Well, thinking about Tony Stark, right? His whole deal was science. His genius, his inventions, the suits, the arc reactor, eventually the nano gauntlet, they were key. World-saving tech.
Definitely. He was the tech guy for the Avengers, no doubt.
But, and this is the crucial part, the movies always showed us the flip side. The danger inherent in that genius, even after he stopped making weapons, pushing boundaries like he did, it always had risks.
Right. There was always that potential for things to go wrong, even with good intentions.
We saw hints pretty early. Remember Iron Man 3? All those suits turning on him or being destroyed, kind of foreshadowing how his creations could bite back.
Yeah, that was a start.
But the big one, the real moment where his own creation caused massive unintended chaos, that was Avengers. Age of Ultron.
Oh, man, Ultron, yeah. That whole mess started because Tony just wanted, what was it, a suit of armor around the world?
Exactly. He wrote Bruce Banner in. They used the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
And their plan for this ultimate AI peacekeeper just went completely sideways.
Because Ultron decided with its alien logic.
Yeah, influenced by the stone, it decided that peace meant, well, getting rid of humanity. The very thing Tony was trying to protect.
Which was just devastating for Tony, wasn't it? It became so personal.
Totally. It wasn't just fighting a villain anymore. It was facing the dark side of his own drive, his own inventions. Ultron really drove home the weight of his power and the responsibility that came with it, made him way more human.
Okay, so now let's shift to Reed Richards. That line in the new Fantastic Four trailer.
The "it's my fault" one.
Yes, it's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space,
Oh, whoa.
and they heard. Whoa.
Yeah, that line hits hard. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting, potentially.
And you connect that with the other shots we've seen, right? Read at the blackboard, those diagrams, they look like, I don't know, wormhole calculations. Multiversal travel, maybe.
Seems very likely. All pointing towards him experimenting with the fundamental fabric of reality. Trying to, like you said, stretch the bounds of space. Maybe poking holes where he shouldn't have.
So the implication is his experiments, his scientific curiosity, that's what put Earth on the map for Galactus. Like he sent out a cosmic dinner bell by accident.
That seems to be exactly what they're suggesting. That Reed's research, his ambition to explore or manipulate reality, is the direct cause of Galactus and the Silver Surfer showing up.
Which is, wow, it's almost beat for beat the Iron Man Ultron situation, isn't it? Scientists try something ambitious, maybe for good reasons, accidentally creates a massive threat.
It's a striking parallel, but the timing,
Yeah.
that's where it gets really interesting.
Right. Because Tony didn't face that level of blowback, that direct, I created the monster moment, until Age of Ultron. That was what, his 5th or 6th movie appearance? His 3rd team up?
Exactly. Deep into his arc.
Yeah.
But here, with Mr. Fantastic, it looks like he's carrying that kind of weight, that it's my fault burden, in his debut MCU film.
Right out of the gate. And he also has that line, we will protect you. So he's positioned as a public hero, someone feeling that responsibility, just like Tony often did.
The protective instinct is there, too.
So the big question becomes, is his journey going to echo Tony's even further? How is he going to deal with bringing this, world eater to our doorstep so early on?
It's a fascinating choice if this is how it plays out. Making Reed directly responsible for Galactus. It immediately makes the stakes intensely personal for him and the team.
Yeah, it's not just some abstract cosmic threat anymore. It's tied directly to his actions, his choices. Imagine carrying that.
Right. It adds such a layer of guilt and responsibility. It's not just save the world, it's fix the mess I made.
And that could really humanize him, couldn't it? We know Reed is super smart, sometimes seen as detached. But showing him grapple with the emotional fallout of his intellect going wrong, that makes him relatable, like Ultron did for Tony.
Exactly. It forces him to confront the potential downsides of his own brilliance. It's not just about stretching, it's about the consequences of reaching too far.
And think about the team dynamic. It must just amp up the tension, right? The others have to deal with the consequences of Reed's actions, too. That's instant drama, instant motivation.
Definitely powerful fuel for their story. And, with Iron Man gone, maybe the MCU needs that kind of figure again. Someone wrestling with the ethics and outcomes of immense power and intelligence.
That's a good point. Exploring those themes of responsibility, mistakes, consequences, that's been core to the MCU's best stories. Having Reed step into that kind of thematic space feels logical.
It allows for that really interesting balance, showcasing incredible intellect, the wonders of science, but also the very real dangers and the potential for, well, massive screw-ups. Makes for a much richer character.
You see the potential, but also the peril. It's not just clean, heroic science.
And thinking longer term, how this conflict starts could really define the Fantastic Four's whole place in the MCU moving forward. Does it make them hypervigilant, extra cautious? Does it hang over them in future events like, say, Avengers, Doomsday?
Lots of potential ripples.
Right.
So yeah, wrapping it up, that parallel between Reed seemingly facing this huge scientific consequence right away compared to Tony's much later reckoning with Ultron, it's really compelling stuff.
It suggests a potentially very different, maybe even accelerated character arc for Mr. Fantastic compared to the MCU's previous top genius.
Definitely raises a ton of questions about where they're taking him and the team.
So what do you all think? Is having Reed face this kind of my fault moment with Galactus in his very first movie a good call?
Yeah, how do you think this is going to shape his character arc? And what does it mean for the Fantastic Four's journey in the MCU? We really want to know your theories. Drop them down in the comment section below.
Let us know what you're thinking.
And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest BuzzReels news and theories, do us a solid, smash that like button, and definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more updates and insights.
Thanks for watching.